insane amount of thought had to gone into this.
The sequencing had to be just right.
It's perfect.
It's
perfect, dude.
What, you're a magician, you know? And like they made absolute cinema.
You will never figure it out what was going to happen, but it is shown to you in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
These are two just absolute thoroughbred leading actors.
They're reading each other's journals, right? How in the world did these writers come up with the idea of...
I made it up last week, so...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Film Fan Podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Fortenberry, a.k.a. Nebuchadnezzar Shamalama Wowzer.
And I'm his co-host, Colby Dungan, a.k.a. his co-host.
Keep in mind while listening, we are not professional film critics, nor do we pretend to be.
We're just some normal guys doing some reviews of movies.
All right, we got a great show coming up for you guys. Coming up, we have Movie of the Week, Top 3, and Cinema Trivia.
Be warned, the podcast you're about to hear has spoilers.
Well, we've covered some doozies, but none of them compare to what we're about to cover in this episode right here. I hope y'all are paying attention.
Where did I go? Who am I?
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I have a double. Maybe I don't. All right,
Mystery.
Let's get this. What?
Mystery.
Misdirect. Let's get this ball rolling with the
Movie of the Week.
Movie of the Week is a segment where my co-host and I watch a movie during the week, try to keep an open mind, and we talk about it.
And the movie of the week is The Prestige.
Oh yeah, this is a good one, man. Here's a quick summary. Set in London in the late 1800s, two rival magicians struggle to learn each other's tricks. Deceit, jealousy, and obsession fuel the magicians to stop at nothing to outperform one another. But at what cost? It was released in 2006. It had a rating of PG-13 for violence and disturbing images. It was directed by Christopher Nolan, who's known for Tenet, Inception, The Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, Oppenheimer, Dunkirk, and Memento. It was written by Jonathan Nolan, Christopher Nolan, and Christopher Price. Don't know who you are, Christopher Price, but good job on this one. It stars Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Scarlett Johansson, Michael Caine, and Rebecca Hall. It had 77% on Rotten Tomatoes and 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It grossed $53 million in the U.S. and $109.6 million worldwide. So this is a good one, and we got a lot to get into on this one. I mean, a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And the question we're covering in this episode specifically is who was the better magician? I've got my opinions, and I think Colby's got his.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I can't believe this movie didn't make more money.
Are you right?
Right.
Such a good movie.
This is an all-time favorite, top tier. Take it from there.
I do want to say one thing on the question portion before we get too far into it. I want you guys in the poll to go in and decide, like in the comments or in a poll if you're on Spotify, pick which magician you think was better. Okay. All right. Now, overall take, Colby, take it away, man.
Oh, wow. Where do we start? So, ultimate deception movie. You know, it's literally about dueling magicians. Like how intelligent and creative of a director do you have to be to make this riveting of a movie out of dueling magicians? Something that in modern times is kind of made fun of. It's kind of like a lost art. It had its heyday where it was, you know, pure spectacle, but now it's what, you're a magician, you know? And like they made absolute cinema out of rival magicians.
That'd have been a cool movie.
Essentially just trying to one up each other and just be the best they could possibly be at their craft. They found a rival that they saw as, you know, essentially like, you know, I'm sure at different points in the movie, like they were both, they were determined to beat each other. And so that only comes with respect. You know, like you have to like have respect for the other person to be like, I have to beat this guy because he's so good. So if I am who I think I am, I got to beat this guy. I got to outsmart him.
Yes.
I can't say enough good things about this movie.
I can't either. And it's It's one of those movies that you watch several times. Extremely similar to like Shutter Island. I don't know. I'm trying to think of twisty mind movies that are just like you don't catch everything the first time around, but it's one of those you kind of have to watch more than once to
Foreshadowing galore.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I think Tenet would be another comparable.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Nolan.
Yeah,
Oh,
can't
just
imagine.
golly.
And Memento, same thing. So this one of the themes, I guess, not really theme, but kind of I don't know, things they do is the flashbacks, right? The flashbacks, flash forwards. It's like literally all three timelines all happening at once.
Yep.
Like every minute of the movie.
It's confusing.
Yeah, it is. It's very confusing. I mean, you can follow along. You can.
Yeah.
But every minute of the movie is like a different segment of what's going on, and it's all being revealed in real time to the audience.
Yep.
It's an extremely creative way to do it. And they're reading each other's journals, right? How in the world did these writers come up with the idea of they're going to read each other's journals, and we're going to use that as the segues for moving back and forth through time every minute, which would be every single page of a screenplay.
Yeah. They
would change to a different timeline in this world that they've created. Insane amount of thought had to gone into this.
The sequencing had to be just right.
It's perfect.
It's
perfect, dude.
This is a masterful example of nonlinear storytelling.
Yeah,
it is.
Nolan is known for, right?
Yep.
That's why Tenet was so good. That's why Memento was so good. But this one is just monumental.
Opening scene is chronologically the end.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
The first thing you see is after everything that you're going to see has already taken place.
Right. Hundreds of hats. It's good.
Absolutely.
So pizza.
Absolutely. So...
And they even have foreshadowing in the first, 2 minutes of the movie. Right? For the entire movie.
Yep.
You will never figure it out what was going to happen, but it is shown to you in the first 2 minutes of the movie. The bird cage disappears.
Yep.
And... yeah, it's literally the trick that's happening at the end of the movie, and you would never guess it watching.
And they got the birds lined up,
yeah,
and basically like the caged doubles, the thrown away doubles.
Dude, it's a good one.
Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale in their absolute bag, both in their prime of their careers, at the peak of their powers. These are two just absolute thoroughbred leading actors, and they get to duel throughout the whole battle of wits, battle of creativity, battle of snakiness and secrecy. Who basically can keep their secrets the best.
Yes, and who can discover the other person's secrets,
Yep.
It's so good. It's so good. And something else we're going to cover, this is just kind of a little subtext of the entire thing. We kind of have to give away spoilers here because it's one of those movies that you kind of figure out what's going on halfway through the movie. They reveal it to you, but we have to spoil it for you guys if you want to listen to this podcast. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to know anymore, just turn this off right now. We actually have stuff in the links. You can watch the movie, okay? Go check that out right now. Get on Prime, rent the movie. It is so good.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
More than most movies, this is one where if you really want to, have your jaw dropped kind of in it, then you need to experience the real twist in real time.
Yes.
And out of respect for cinema and just this masterpiece, if you don't want that taken away, I would definitely... unfortunately, stop watching our podcast and then come back and watch it.
Yeah, you can skip ahead. And go to the cinema trivia in the top 3, and that's cool. But what we're about to get into,
this one is worth it,
ample warning, guys. Ample warning. Now we're getting into it. Okay, so the other section of this, besides what we like about this movie, I do want to give it away so we can get talking about it. So, Angier, or the Great Danton, is Hugh Jackman's character, okay? And he's one of the rival magicians. The other one is what's his name? It's
Alfred Borden.
Alfred Borden, and his twin is Fallon, who is his engineer, however they say it in French.
Engineer. Yeah.
That creates the what kind of accent was that?
That was my attempt at a French pronunciation of engineer.
He is the double that he uses for another trick, and they live each other's lives, right? So that's the big takeaway from it is that Christian Bale's character has a twin, and Hugh Jackman's character refuses to see that and wants to discover what his trick is. He thinks it's actually way worse or way crazier, and he wants to dive into it and try to find it. He goes on this long journey to find it.
Yep.
Ends up not finding it. So, dude,
It
my God, it's
it
so
goes
good.
to show you how much respect Angier has for Borden.
Right.
He reveres him. He's jealous. He's envious of his. You know, if you had to kind of draw a comparison between the two, Angier, Hugh Jackman's character is definitely more of he's a better showman. He's more charismatic. He's better on the stage. He's better as in introductions. He commands the stage, but that's his where he really shines, as opposed to Borden's character, Christian Bale. Is definitely more of a precision technician. You know, he is committed to the art. He lives the art. I think he has a quote in there where they're talking about the Chinese guy that they're studying. They're trying to figure out how he did it, and he makes a comment like he lives his art. He is this every second of every day. You know, you can't take breaks off if you're gonna really be this type of guy, and Borden really embodies that. And I think Hugh Jackman's character is envious of Borden. Is almost he's a purist. He's in love with magic.
I have a counter argument for that, but we will come back to that whenever we get back to
Let's go.
The question, who's the better magician?
Yep.
But
Yep.
all right, so something I do want to make note of. They give you hints every time along the way that Borden is not Borden, right? With his wife Sarah.
Yes.
So I wanted to cover that. What are all the things you might have missed? Okay. So first thing, whenever he meets his wife, right?
Yep.
He wants to go inside her apartment. She won't let him, right? And he's a magician. And she's like, all right, here's the lock or whatever. You can't get in here, that whole thing. And then she goes inside, and he's already inside. And she's like, oh, he's a magician. That's how he did it. No.
He's already in there.
The twin that was waiting in there, right?
It's kind of creepy when
He's
you think
like
about
milk
it.
and sugar, you know, like because he wanted tea. But it was like a little trick they were playing on her. But that was the first little, all right, hey, how did he do that?
Yeah.
Kind of thing that lets you know, oh, that's not him.
Yeah, he's not just some like supernatural level magic man.
He's not that great of a magician. He's a good magician.
Yeah.
He's not that great. The other thing was the knot tying, right? Which knot did you tie? Whenever Angier's wife dies, right?
Yep.
She drowns in a big box. And there was a point where Borden wanted to tie a knot differently so that it wouldn't slip whenever she got hoisted up so she didn't break her leg, which ended up killing her. So the question Angier was asking him was, which knot did you tie?
And he didn't know because he really didn't know.
Because he wasn't there. But he went to the funeral because the other guy wouldn't, right? Rightfully so. He killed her, right? Why would you go to somebody's funeral that you just murdered on accident? Or, whatever.
Responsible for
Yes, you're responsible for her death. You wouldn't want to be there. You
100%.
wouldn't want to see that guy's face.
And when you first watch it, you're like, you really are. You're like Angier. You're like, how would you not know?
Right. You're
and
like,
he
what
says
a
it.
jerk.
And that's a really impactful scene. He repeats it about 4 or 5 times. Yeah. How did you not know? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like we were partners, and you just like technically were responsible for. And you could say there, he got wrapped up in his ego. He wanted to be such a technician that he was all about, this is the better knot by the metrics of how sturdy it is and how tight it can be, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
When really the other one could have got it done just fine. Absolutely.
Who knows, though? You'll never know.
We won't.
The other one was whenever his wife, Sarah, told him that they were having a baby. And he said, oh, we should have told Fallon. Why do you think you wanted to tell Fallon?
Yep.
Because it was Fallon's baby, which was him, right?
Yep.
So that was another just like easy one.
And the whole I love you, not today.
Yes.
That whole thing, which is a
Yes.
consistent scene throughout the movie in multiple different times. On first watch, you just think it's kind of some cute romancy stuff where it's like, no, I can see that you're really on your lovey-dovey stuff today, so I'm like, it just kind of seemed like a playful little bit they had as a couple. But it really turns out, no, like she can tell, without having put it together yet, she can tell which one, she can tell when it's real because one of them actually loves her and the other doesn't.
Right.
Or isn't, obviously likes her enough to play this double life with her, but I thought that it foreshadows stuff like that all throughout the movie.
Okay, the other one, he ends up getting his finger shot off, right?
Yep.
Right?
I know where you're going.
Then they actually show you this one at the end where it's like, oh, here's one of the obvious ones, but he had to cut his fingers off again, like the other guy did, so that they could match perfectly, right?
And when they ask her, like, how is it still bleeding?
How is it still bleeding again?
So it's fresh.
Because I just chopped my fingers off.
Yep.
Crazy. That was another one. The other one was whenever he gets his wife the house that she wanted.
Yep.
He said, you caught me in the wrong mood.
But last week.
Yeah, you caught me in the wrong mood. And I'm the one that's in love with you. That's why I got you this house.
Yep.
It's an easy one. After they go and visit Tesla's little exhibition, while transcribing, decoding the journal, he holds his... Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong thing. I have one more. Hold on, I got a couple more. That's something totally different. Whenever he says he's in an argument with his wife, and she's like talking about no more secrets, no more this or whatever, because she thinks he's cheating on her.
Yep.
Right? That's his brother that's actually having affairs with his assistant
Olivia.
Yes, Olivia. And he says very clearly, my life, our life. When he says our life, he's not talking about him and Sarah. He's talking about his brother.
Yep.
So that's just another one. And he says, secrets are my life. Like, it's our life. Yeah.
Well, I got one for you.
Go for
it. One that I missed the first two times I watched this movie. Early when I think Borden is the opening narrator. Am I right? Like kind of in the early first narration where it's kind of setting the scene. He's like,
Borden
says
is?
There's two men at the beginning of a budding career.
That's Angier.
Okay, is it?
Yes, Angier. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it still holds true, but Angier says it. But the movie itself, Nolan is foreshadowing when he says 2 men at the beginning of a career. He's talking about Borden.
Yeah.
He's talking about you would obviously assume it's Angier and Borden, but he's actually talking about the two.
Right, because it's coming from his journal.
Yeah, okay,
right?
I'm sorry. Yes.
No, you're right. Angier
So it still holds
is
true.
reading Borden's journal, so when he says 2 men in their career, he's
reading
about
Borden's
himself.
words, and Borden is talking about him and his brother at the beginning of their magician career.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Another one, whenever he says, I will always love you and you alone, was another time when she's like, same thing you said earlier, you only love me on certain days or whatever. Another one was whenever he was with Olivia, she says, leave your family home where they belong. He's the one that's in love with Sarah. So it's like, and he's like, I don't like you, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I love my wife. I'm not going to do anything with you kind of thing.
How crazy is that? Like, two guys living one life.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
But we'll get more into it. But there's whenever he's screaming at Sarah to shut up, that's the only other one that I could think of. He's like screaming. He's like, "Shut up, Sarah! Shut up!" And then she ends up killing herself shortly after. And then he's with Olivia, and she says, like, how are you not emotional about this or whatever? She's like, did you love her? And he's like, part of me did, And that was really the last one that I saw. And then by then, I think you're starting to reveal the rest of it. So that's the super long list. I'm done talking about it. Y'all don't have to skip anymore. But if you're gonna watch it, you can go back and you'll start to notice it quite a few
So
more
many
times.
breadcrumbs
Yeah.
that they leave for us.
Yeah, and they definitely have different, like emotions they portray.
I was gonna say yes. One is definitely like more calm, more like seems like a more loving, nicer, warmer person.
The one
and the
that's in
other
love
one
with Sarah.
is fully exactly, and then the other one is like full commitment to the art, kind
Yes.
of maniacal technician
Yeah.
guy, 100%. And they 100% go back and forth between playing Fallon and Borden.
Yes.
So it's just an ever changing daily role switch.
Right.
Like-
What was interesting to me is they didn't have a point in time where they could switch out like they did until they started their act, right? To
Yeah.
switch between Fallon and stuff.
Yep.
So I don't know. I found that interesting. It made me wonder, when did they start switching around? I'm not sure.
I mean, it's left up to interpretation. I mean, they had to have lived a normal life as just twins for most of their life, and then when they got into magic, they saw that or maybe they got into magic that was born out of, the twin thing, and they realized they had a special circumstance that they could wield.
Yeah.
Of deception. Be like, hey, dude, we could be like the greatest magician of
Right.
all time.
Yeah. No, dude, it's man, this one's great. It's so good. It just I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It's so good.
And
man.
you got, at the end of the day, you got to respect Angier's commitment.
You have to, yes. Now, I will say this, right? Me and my wife got to arguing about it because she ends up committing, his wife commits suicide over thinking that he doesn't love her and all this stuff. My point was, the other brother never asked his brother to get married, and they were already committed to this role that they were doing together to be the greatest magician ever, right? To live one life.
Yep.
And then the brother fell in love. That was not his fault that she fell in love. So does that mean that he can't now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really wasn't his fault that she committed suicide. At the end of the day, there's nothing that, it was wrong. He treated her poorly, but he didn't love her. You're asking a lot from one person to say, hey, by the way, I know we're doing this thing, but
You could make
I'm
a
gonna get
case that
married.
the one who loved Sarah, I guess that would be Al. And then, because there's Al and then there's Freddie. Because Olivia
Al?
calls him Freddie.
Oh, yeah.
And the two brothers are Al and Frederick.
Oh,
Alfred.
I didn't catch that.
Al, Frederick,
Oh my
Alfred.
God! Oh, that's such a good catch.
There
dude.
we go.
I never caught that.
And
Yeah.
then Olivia exclusively calls him Freddie. And Sarah is like, why is she calling you Freddie?
Because that's my name. He gets all bent
Yeah,
out of
100%.
shape.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm the one who's been really in the background, right?
Yes.
I'm the one who's basically had to like play and act like a spouse to someone who's I'm not in this emotionally. Let me have mine without
Right.
ever being able to reveal it.
Yes, man. Yeah, and it's
So I see the point you're making. The Al, we're just gonna call him Al for now. The one who was in love with Sarah, definitely. You could make a case he did a disservice to his twin
he really did, man.
by kind of locking them in on his preferred path,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, and I mean, I guess I need to go back and watch the scene where they find out they're pregnant because he's like, he's
We got to
it's
tell
like-
Fallon.
Like, oh my God, this is the scenario that I am now stuck with. It's a great thing, but holy cow. And that's also the first time they let you in on that he doesn't love her,
Yep.
So dude, it's such a good one, man.
Even our analysis, we can't do it. We can't possibly do it.
How do you do this movie justice on reviewing it? It's so good, dude. As far as like how they made the movie and stuff, I didn't dive into that at all. Not this time. I just wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't care.
I don't either.
It
was just like, dude,
I don't
man.
care how they did it. It's like it's that awesome London, Victorian London era.
Yeah.
Everyone. I mean, that's a beloved part of history. And the whole Tesla stuff is awesome. Come on, every moment
Right.
that Tesla. I think David Bowie
He does, yeah.
played. That's why the last
Yeah,
episode I wanted to.
I know.
100%. Every scene he's in is great. And then what's his face? Allie or Addie, whatever the assistant's name is, Andy
yeah.
Serkis.
Andy
Love
Serkis.
Andy Serkis, like 100%.
Yeah.
Their whole little duo team is funny.
Yes.
He's like super condescending as an assistant. He's like talking smack to Angier.
I love.
Hey, what's in my pocket? Get out of
Yeah.
here, you
Well,
loser.
no, he was a fan. He was like, I saw 7 of your shows in London.
He was, but then at the end, when like Angier didn't, when he kind of like turned him away at the end, and like clearly Angier didn't approve or didn't like it, and he's kind of like, yeah, I mean, like,
He's like,
even
"What
though
did
I'm
I
a
have
fan,
in
like,
my
what's in my
hand?"
pocket? He's kind of like making fun of him.
You know, everybody says that. What do I have in my pocket? Because I think they confuse it with The Hobbit. But I'm pretty sure he says, what do I have in my hand?
Oh, maybe.
And it's his watch. But I'd read some trivia, and people were saying that it was like, oh, this is one of the questions that gets asked by... No, he says, what's in my hand?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But no, nothing that you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying,
Oh.
for all you people... Yeah, don't get so butthurt, dude. Now, all you people out there that might have read that, and watch the movie again. I'm pretty sure it's his hand. But whatever. There wasn't a lot of, like, creative, artsy transitions and stuff, but there was a lot of analogies throughout this entire movie, specifically regarding the birds and coming back.
Yes.
So that's the main thing. And it's throughout the movie. At the very beginning of the movie, all throughout it. It gives you the idea and is foreshadowing what is going to happen, right? And I know in a previous episode, me and you had talked, and I had obviously I didn't watch it close enough because I was wondering, like, oh, maybe his double wasn't a twin, it was whatever. And it's very clear to me now, after watching it this closely this time, yeah, it was a twin, and it's revealed, and it's
two
I don't know
full
why I
individual
didn't-
humans with their own setup that are
Yes.
having to like live a hybrid life.
Right. And I think that because he went to that Tesla exhibition, and maybe he saw him there, maybe Fallon saw him there, or something like that, is why he used that as his encryption for his journal.
Yeah.
You know, because he was like, oh,
I
maybe
did
this
have
is
questions
far-fetched
about
enough to
why-
get him away from here.
Where the Tesla connection came from Borden.
Say that again?
What was the connection between Tesla and Borden?
They were both at the Tesla exhibition.
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying like you. Oh, sorry. Saying that kind of helped me realize because I did
okay.
going into this. I did have questions like I never fully understood their connection,
Right. Yeah.
or
and
where
it's
that came from.
probably just because he happened to be there. Maybe he saw him, or maybe Fallon saw him, or something. And I think, and me and John talked about this in a different episode. Well, the ambiguity and not knowing, there needs to be some of that in a movie. Mystery is
Oh, 100%. You don't have to. You're not supposed to answer all the questions.
right, but for the most part, they do answer all the questions, especially the big reveal at the end. Which kind of brings me to the question that we asked: is who was the better magician? And what were your thoughts on this, man?
So, based on what we see in the movie, and direct line said, Angier himself admits that he always thought Borden was the better magician.
Yeah. That's your point? That's it?
No, I may or may not be internally changing my position.
Okay.
But
I
think the case to be made for Borden is that he was definitely, them as a team, definitely seemed to be a little more on the technical side, a little more committed to the pure art of illusion and deception and magic. But he definitely had a lot more help than Angier, obviously. He had a lot more like tools in his bag. He literally had, something that Angier had to go on this crazy quest across the world, and somehow, like, you got to respect Angier's commitment. That he basically created something that wasn't possible.
That's kind of one of the main points of the whole thing is that Angier was able to create what Borden didn't create, that he was born with, right?
He was kind of given an impossible hurdle to climb to defeat his rival, and by God, he climbed it.
Yeah,
he
did it. So who's the better magician? It's a hard one, right? So
I want to say Borden, but...
Well, no.
I think in my
You've
heart's
already made
intent,
your
I
claim.
think
You
I'm
better
wrong.
stick by it, man.
I think I'm wrong.
I don't know. But at the end, because I wanted to break your heart, man. I had so many good points.
Come on.
Okay. Here's the biggest one, all right? The biggest point I want to make. Angier, you know how he's Lord Cudlow or whatever?
Caldlow.
Caldlow. he's like he comes in all this wealth and stuff out of nowhere. You ever wondered how he got all that money?
Oh, well, he already had it. That's why he changed it. The Angier was already a surname.
Yes.
So that was his original family, and he didn't want to embarrass them. So he just popped back in his old life.
Well, way to blow the bubble. Yeah, so the whole time, he was super wealthy.
Yep.
And nobody knew his real name.
Yep.
So he was still, that was his big secret, living that double life, just like Angier. So, my counter argument to Angier being the only one that was living this double life and putting in all this effort and stuff is that, or sorry, not Angier, but Borden.
I know what you meant.
Is that Angier was doing it the whole time too.
Yeah.
And then still came out on top. However, once you get down to the nuts and bolts, who lives and who dies, Angier doesn't make it. So, who's the best at the end of the day?
Man, I begrudgingly, you're right. You're right. Look at this, guys. See, I got it on camera.
I did it.
Dang it. He's right. Borden had to obviously decipher the double life with his brother and had a constant, like, more day-to-day pressure.
Yeah, that's true.
But the points you make are spot on. Like, he also had a little more of a passive double life going on and stress that you would get from that. And you want to talk about he didn't have to do all that. Borden seemed like a poor man. The Alfred, the brothers kind of came from nothing, and they kind of present as more, like they're in it for the purity of it, right? But homie, Angier just had a great life. Could have just lived as a lord and, had a great life and a wife and lived in a manor. And
he mentions that to his wife at the beginning of the movie.
That you could make the case that he's almost more pure in it because he didn't need it at all. He just
have to do it. Yeah.
He just loved the look on their faces. Yeah. That's why he did it.
The end of the movie is one of the best lines. He's
like,
you know why we do it?
He even hits it. It's like, you don't get it.
Yeah. He tells him you don't get it.
Dang it, I think he is. I just watched this and I was on Borden's side.
And they get you on Borden's side because he wins in the end.
The Borden brothers are better people than Angier. Angier is a madman who was willing to murder and Borden is still the more sympathetic character. But in terms of if we're making arguments for purity and maniacal obsession and how far are you willing to go?
He's the better magician, man.
Oh my God, Angier is the better musician. Going into this, I was all Borden. Yeah. I was full team Borden. Oh my God. I think I've been swayed.
The time period whenever you realize, or when I realized that that Angier was a turd of a person was whenever he gets the journal, from Olivia. Yeah. He's like, I don't care about my wife. I care about his secret. And it's just like, what the heck, dude? Yeah. She says, this won't bring your wife back. He's like, I don't care about my wife.
He definitely was slipping because there are signs in the movie that he does still have this, because you remember right before he does the new one where he actually has access to the machine, he takes his ring off.
No. Oh, yeah, I did. Yep.
Why would he do that? Because it copies clothes. It copies everything.
That's true.
He didn't want a true duplicate. He wanted it to be the original.
Yeah.
And it's not because of magnetism and no metal or nothing like that. He's got other stuff on. But he specifically does that, I think, he doesn't want that to be copied. Right. He wants that to stay original.
And I think the other thing is, as far as how far are you willing to go, how you get your hands dirty, which I'll get to that. But first point I want to make, why, he has the box that his wife died in, that style box, right? Why does he have it at the beginning of his show? I don't know if you ever noticed. It's at the beginning of his show. Every show. He does that to be sneaky, to be able to put it backstage, filled up with water, so he doesn't act like he did with his wife, right? First thing he does part of the show. And then he goes in, and that's where the trapdoor is set so that he can kill himself, essentially. Yeah. His clone. Just
murders himself over and
over
and over.
I never noticed that. But this time was the first time I noticed that, because it would be weird if there was just a bunch of giant tanks of water, right? Yeah. everywhere.
I see what you mean. You got to kind of blend it in to make it
he
look
figured
not
out a
look
way
so.
to get it in there where it was like all part of the trick. This is why he has the tank, does the trick, puts it backstage. Now he's got a reason to get rid of it, and he has a bunch of made, like 100 of them made.
Yeah.
But,
and I know he always wanted that. He specifically wanted to use that as a device involved in the framing of Borden,
right,
as a way to get back.
Yeah,
because that's how his wife died, and
he was just waiting on
it
him
was
to
an
show
essential device that he wanted to essentially throw in the face of Borden to basically be like, I beat you, I'm better, I'm smarter, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, you want to talk about commitment to your act?
Yeah, dude.
The willingness to basically murder yourself over and over. And he could have, remember, like right when they first do it, and the other one's like, no, and he shoots him when they're first testing it out. He could have did the same thing Borden did.
Right, yeah, you're absolutely
I'm sorry,
right.
he could have just had a double and then like talked about it and then like committed to having two.
Yeah, he could have.
But he didn't want that. But that is before he knew about the twin, because he doesn't find out about twin until literally the end, right?
Yeah, the very end of the, how'd you do it? The double, whatever? Yeah, he's asking him.
Yep.
Yeah, and I wanted to get to that point and make that point as well, is that, he sacrificed a lot more than Borden did.
Yeah.
Like, way more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, nuts and bolts,
What would
all
it
the
take
way
to
down.
kill yourself, but like if you had two?
Well, it's because you don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
Because your consciousness, I guess, goes with the clone. And
yeah, because
so
that's what we're saying.
which
Both
one is
wake
the real
up
one?
and think they're the original.
Yep. So which one's the real one, That's a tough question to answer.
Never knowing if you're going to be the man in the box.
Yep, the bird in the cage that gets killed before you get
Just
to
a
know.
very, very layered,
So good, dude. So good. All right.
I love this movie.
Me too. I do too, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
All right. It's time. I'm giving it my first inaugural 10 out of 10. It's the first one out of all the episodes that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of. I feel like I'm a generous rating giver. I give out a lot of 7, 8s, 8.5s, 9s. But I haven't felt like anything that we've reviewed so far truly, for me, was a foot blown away, just masterfully impressed. At 10 out of 10. I think this is Christopher Nolan's best movie out of everything he's done. He's got some bangers.
Yeah.
But this is it's perfect.
I'm gonna do it too.
This.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fist
this
bump.
is yeah.
Oh my god.
It's it's the closest you will ever get to a 10 out of 10. I mean, as close as you could get to perfect for a movie. Yeah, and I forgot how good it was, man. It's when you really pay attention and really, it's the writing really that gets me for this one, dude.
Yep.
If they could have done all kinds of crazy CGI and like practical effects or whatever, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's the story in this movie that makes it a 10 out of 10.
This is a perfect example of why you don't need like crazy, shocking action sequences or hundreds of $1 million worth of CGI and this and that. Storytelling and writing will always make the best content, and when you fully commit to that, into telling a perfectly woven quilt of a story, this is as good as it gets. It really is.
I agree.
All right. It is time for
The top 3.
This is a piece where we choose the top 3 of some category and order them accordingly, with number 1 being the best. This category, the category for this episode is plot twists. In this one, we won't spoil the endings or the twist, but we might give a summary of the movie.
Okay. What's your number 3?
Number 3, plot twists. We talked about it before. I don't think we've done an official review, but Fight Club, super popular movie, been around for a long time. It's one of those like classic twist movies. Big twist at the end, dual personality. You think it's 2 characters, but it's really one guy. Figment of imagination.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's a classic.
Solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
that's a good one. Man, there's so many movies that have plot twists in them. I mean, that makes it a good movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it keeps you guessing. Like you think you know what's going on, and then you just get hit out of left field with something. I love those. One of the movies that gets me or that got me was The Others. You ever seen that movie?
I have not.
It's well, I guess a summary would be is that there's a family that's being haunted by ghosts, they think, and that's really all I could say about it. It's the plot twist is pretty crazy, so that's a good one I would recommend. It is pretty scary, a lot of jump scares, things like that, but the twist is really good, I think. So
Nice.
yeah, what you got for
right.
number 2?
Number 2 for me, we talked about it a little bit before, but I love it. We did a whole episode on it. Shutter Island. Shutter Island.
I thought about that one.
Yep.
That's a good one. Man, yeah, Shutter Island, dude. That's
Just yanks you right out of where you think it's going.
Yeah.
100%.
especially after we do these like deep dives into them and really admire the movie for the writing and what it is. Man, it's hard to go back and watch it as you did the first time you saw it. And that's why I didn't want to give any spoilers away. So if you haven't seen that one, it's a classic. It's good. You just got to watch it. Number 2 for me is going to be Identity. Have you ever seen this, a John Cusack movie?
No. I've seen two of these I haven't seen.
Dude, John Cusack movie. It's a good one. I can't remember who all's in it. It was made, I think, early 2000s. But it's a good one, too. It has a pretty big plot twist at the end that you wouldn't see coming. Maybe you could. Maybe we should do that one. Because it's got a good plot twist to it. And I would like to see if there's any foreshadowing. I haven't seen it in a long time. So I kind of want to see if there's any foreshadowing and how you could tell.
I surprise myself with how bad my memory is these days.
Yeah.
I'll see a movie that was great. I've seen it 10 years ago. Watch it again. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
I might remember like a big twist or something, but I don't. It's like I'm watching it for the first time.
I love when I can do that and it's a good movie. I love it because it's you get to do it all over again.
Like even this movie we just reviewed, The Prestige. I knew.
Yeah.
I knew the overall twist that was coming, but I still didn't remember where it came in.
Me either.
I forgot about Fallon.
Yeah.
I completely, because they don't show his face a lot
Right.
until he's at the jail.
Yeah.
You don't really get to analyze his facial features.
I forgot which brother was in jail.
Yeah,
Completely forgot. I had no idea.
100%.
Yeah. Let's see. For what was your
Number one,
man.
I watched this movie as a kid. I've seen it 3 or 4 times. It is unnerving and chilling. The Mist.
Oh yeah, the
God,
ending,
The
dude.
Mist.
The ending.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Don't want to give it all away, but just
Yeah,
Just-
man. I don't even want to talk anymore about it. Like that's one of those you just gotta watch it.
watch
man.
it. The Mist.
My number 1 is Sorry to Bother You.
Okay, I do like that one.
Well, that had such a plot twist in it that was just totally bonkers. Did so out of this world ending.
Oh, yeah.
You would never guess that was going to even be in the movie.
Nope.
Like it just.
It those on, you're like,
Yeah. You're like, what? What? You kidding me?
I didn't even know this was that type of movie.
Yeah.
That would have anything like that.
Nope. And it's kind of presents itself as a comedy, and I guess somewhat satirical for those plot twist type movies. I guess, but
I like the what's his the guy.
I can't remember his name, but he's on a lot of stuff.
Lakeith.
recent
He's
stuff.
in Atlanta. Steinfeld.
He's in
Stanfield.
Get Out. He's in
Yep.
the remake of the Disney Haunted Mansion.
There's that Atlanta show with Donald Glover.
Yep.
And he's like a supporting character, and he's in that.
Yeah, but he's been getting a lot of bigger
Yeah, he's
roles
popular.
recently. Yeah, he's good, man. So yeah, I would leave it. Just watch it. That's all these, man. Just watch them.
We're trying to do better.
It's hard.
Guys. We spoil so much because we're just fans. We love the art. We're doing our best.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, plot twists. I went with The Village.
The
Village.
All right, quick story here. I actually, believe it or not, I on a whim thought of what was actually going on
Okay.
when it first came out.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I remember I was holding a spatula. Don't ask me why I don't remember. I just remember I was holding a spatula, watching. I don't know what the point of that was, but I was holding it. And I don't know. I just like had the thought of what was actually going on in the movie. And they had not given you any kind of like inclination as to what was going on yet.
Amish nightmare.
And
essentially.
I figured it out, dude. And I was like, no way. Whenever it got to the end, and I was like, why didn't I say it out loud? Then people would believe me.
I could have seemed so smart.
Yeah, but no, of course, I didn't say
M. Night
anything.
Shyamalan Ding Dong, the director for that one.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. That was on my list of movies for sure. I would say a good modern one that a recent one, Get Out, has a pretty big plot twist.
Yep.
I know a lot of people have seen it, but pretty significant plot twist. I recommend watching it. If
Get
you're
Out
an adult.
it's officially like a legendary movie.
Yeah.
It's so recent and fair, but like that is a big movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like
It set the
so
director
many
apart,
people
for
saw
sure.
that. Jordan Peele's debut. The main guy, Daniel Kaluuya, he's a beast, dude.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
He's
he
in
is.
some weird movies too, but
He's
He's
great.
in a lot of good ones.
He's good.
Yeah. Acting was outstanding in that movie. Okay. Yeah, I think that's... Did you already say your honorable mention?
Yes, I did. I
Yes,
went
you
with The
did? Okay.
Village.
Well, these are all great movies, all great twists. We could keep going on. I mean, there is a ton of them we could talk about. But it's time for my pick. Well, these are all great... These are all great movies, all great twists, and we could keep going on. But it's time for my favorite segment. It's time to play...
Cinema Trivia.
The rules are simple. Me and my guest ask each other... Guest? We're getting to the end of this. It's getting tough. The rules are simple. Me and my guest ask each other movie trivia questions. 3 questions each. Best out of 3. With the off chance there is a tie, we will go into overtime. So I'll start this off. Colby, are you ready for your number 1 question?
I'm ready.
All right. What Irish actor is known for the Taken franchise?
I will find you. Watch it.
We'll find you.
Schindler's List. Liam Neeson.
Yeah, there you go.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, it's Liam Neeson.
And I will kill you.
That was
But
such
when it
an
first
iconic
came out,
line,
it
dude.
was awesome.
It was. The first one was great, man. After that, I was like, ah.
First one was
And then
definitely
he just kept doing action movies. Like, they were like, oh, this hit so big, we're just going to cast it
Yep.
for every action movie.
unstoppable
of
action
a 50-year-old
force.
man that's going to be like
Yep.
this total awesome
He's just
action
gonna cut
hero.
down people like cheese. All right, you ready for your number 1?
I am, yeah.
All right. What do the following Martin Scorsese films have in common?
Oh, my God, another commonality question. All right.
Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Cape Fear, and The Irishman.
They all have Robert De Niro. as an
Boom.
actor. Yeah?
Nailed it.
Cool. All right.
Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, sweet. All
Believe in yourself.
Have you ever seen Cape Fear?
No,
It's good. It's
but I've
good.
heard it's good.
Yeah, that's... Well, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody to watch, but...
How is
it's-
it pretty?
It's got some intense stuff
Yeah.
in there, but
Yeah.
good movie. All right, question number 2. What actress won an Oscar for the movie Moonstruck with Nicolas Cage?
Moonstruck. Oh,
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I love it.
It's the, you said actress?
Actress.
Moonstruck?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it. I just don't.
I love
don't-
doing
I'm
this
not
to you
familiar with
just
it.
because you've hit me with so many Oscar
Is it a
questions.
recognizable lady?
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a hint?
Yeah. Do you believe in love after love?
Oh, Celine?
What?
Wait. Isn't that who does Cher?
There you go.
Celine Dion. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Okay, cool. I don't know if I deserve that one. Maybe half point.
I'll let you have it.
Okay. Who won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in the film There Will Be Blood? Big Dog.
Well, it could be one of 2 people, and I'm gonna say them because, like, I can never remember the dude's name, but I'm just talking out loud. Paul Dano is in it, which he's that guy that we were talking about in one previous episode that nobody could remember his name.
Yep.
But my wife has said his name so many times.
He's the Riddler in the new Batman.
Yes, that's the guy I was talking about that one time that I couldn't remember his name.
Okay.
And Daniel Day-Lewis. So, if I had to take a guess, I'm going to ask for a hint. What's my hint?
Big dog.
Big dog. Your hints, man.
Think about it.
Your hints. Big dog. Big dog? Big dog.
Which one is?
The big dog? Which one's the big dog? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes.
I don't know. I was thinking of a movie. I was like, is there Paul Dano in a
who's the
movie
big
with a
fish
dog
in
that
the
I
pond?
don't know about?
Nailed it. No, you were on it. You were on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Paul Dano's well known, but we're talking about
Yeah.
we're talking about a Titan. We're talking about the man.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
All right. You ready?
All right. Let's see if you know this one. It's a line from a movie. What movie has the famous line, "There can only be one"? Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. There can be only one.
Frank?
No.
There can only be one Frank.
Highlander, man.
Oh no, I wouldn't have got that one.
Highlander.
Dang it, I'm slipping.
They're supposed to be making a remake of
I'm
that.
slipping.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Okay. So
Okay,
you
so how many you got? How many did you get right?
2 out of 2, and I think I'm 2 out of 3.
You're 2 out of 3. That's right. I'm 2 out of 2. So
Okay.
number 3, what you got for me?
Okay. In the film Blade Runner,
Oh no.
what is the name of the company that created the replicants?
Oh, this is not like my favorite movie franchise. So this is gonna be a tough one.
I love the new one, but the answer holds true for both movies.
I don't know. I already used my hint, so I have no idea, dude. What is it?
The Tyrell Corporation.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Once you've seen it, it's hard to just pull that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, overtime.
2-3.
It's overtime. It's overtime.
Here we
All
go.
right. I wish I would have come up with a harder question for you.
Oh, you're gonna get mine.
All right. What actor was the voice for Snoke in the 2015 Star Wars The Force Awakens?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought this was a known one.
Hold on.
He has a bigger title than just Snoke, but
And we're talking about the voice actor, right?
the voice actor, yeah. Well, let's see. What's his
I don't
full name?
know. Hold on.
Hang on. Maybe I can help you a little bit.
I haven't heard his voice.
Dang
I've seen it once. That movie.
Oh, Supreme Leader Snoke. Maybe that'll
No,
be
I know. I know the
okay.
character. Oh no. I guess I never really paid attention to who the voice actor was.
It's, do you want to know? You ready?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I can't
Andy
even guess.
Serkis.
Huh?
Andy Serkis.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, if they're animated, it's him.
Yeah. Pretty much anything, it's him.
Like-
Yeah.
He is the motion capture god.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, he's been doing it since like the early 2000s. So
he's the goat.
yeah.
He's the goat in that little valley. Oh man. Well, dang it. You're going to get mine, that's for sure.
We'll see.
In the movie The Matrix,
Oh no,
what is Neo's real name?
that's his hacker name. Oh no.
I thought I was going to lose for sure.
No, dude. I'm trying. Hold on.
Well, you know.
I know Neo.
What else do you know about? You know his last name.
I don't remember, dude. I
They
don't
call
remember.
him his last name throughout the movie. The agents. Mr.
Mr. Wilson.
Come on.
Don't remember. Hold on. Mr. Anderson. Anderson. I don't know his first name.
You don't know his first name?
What is it?
Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a
tie.
tie.
I thought I was going
Dang it,
down.
So close. So close on that one.
We both thought the other one was easily going to get our overtime questions.
All right, this portion of Cinema Trivia is for all the listeners, viewers, spectators, film fanatics, and movie buffs. I'm going to ask you a question about a film, and you have to figure out the answer. This will be part of the podcast from now until the show ends, so listen closely and see if you know the answer. What 1982 film was the highest-grossing film of the 1980s at the U.S. box office? Could be an easy one to look up. If you think you know what the answer is, leave a comment. Also, if you want a shout out, make a post on Instagram with the hashtag FilmFanPodcast. In your caption, put the answer and which episode of Film Fan you're listening to, and also where you're from. If you do this, I will try my best to give you a shout out on the next episode. Colby, thanks for joining me. Anything you want to end with?
Yes, check us out at Film Fan Podcast on Instagram. If you like the show and you want to help us out, give us a high rating, 5 stars, please, on whatever your preferred streaming platform may be. Also, we have links in the description to all of our gear, and if you're creative and interested, please check it out.
That's right. If you're listening on Spotify podcasts, swipe up and shoot us some comments. Lastly, subscribe if you're seeing this on YouTube. Let us know what movie we should review next. We look forward to hearing from you guys. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys next time on Film Fan.